What's up with it? Sean Breezy, what's up with it, baby? What's up with it? You know what, bro? It's all about your survival. That's why we self-improve to millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires. That's why we get the bag, because we want our genetics to survive, man. We don't want our genetics to just disappear into thin air like that. If you a guy that's in his 30s and you ain't got your money together, you ain't got no kids, you in danger of being alone for the rest of your life, single. Because it's all downhill. It's all downhill after you hit 25 years old. After 25, the body starts to break down, and start to die. It was a couple of days ago, man, I looked at a video, a 4-year younger version of myself was on there, and I was like, damn, looks are really fading for sure. I was like, fuck, I was like before the pandemic, or I think it was at the beginning of the pandemic, and I looked totally different. I was like, damn, I aged. And time is running out, man. Time is running out. That's why we gotta get our bag, man, and survive. That's what it's all about, man. Start taking your survival seriously. This is not a game, bro. Look, I'm already about to be a grandpa dad, bro. By the time I have kids, it'll probably be sometime, next year or something. But I'll be probably like 46 having kids. And then I gotta eat right and eat healthy until the day that I die so I can live longer. You see my kids grow up at least. You feel what I'm saying? We should have had kids a long time ago. You know, if you're a guy, like I said, if you're a guy in his 30s or 40s, you ain't got no children, you in danger of your genetics just disappearing, bro. Just into thin air, bro. No woman choose you to be the daddy of the kids, man. Nobody, no female choose you to have children with. Geez, you basically just evaporated. It's thin air. What's up with it? Time is running out. That's why I'm working out, getting in shape, chasing the bag, because I want to start having children, man. I want to attract females my way.
Wait.
Can't do that if I got a big old pot belly, man. You know, if you got a big old pot belly, how you gonna attract females? If you broke, how you gonna attract females? You see, when your body's in shape and you got the bag, you can pass on your genetics with ease, bro. But a lot of us haven't had any children yet. We're in danger right now, bro. You're in danger. That's why when I get the bag, I'm busting nuts inside of coochie right away. Yeah. Once I get the bag and I start dating, I'm gonna be busting nuts and coochie right away. I gotta have children, man. I don't wanna be old and alone, bro. That's what's gonna happen if you don't got no money and you're broke. You stayed at level 1 your whole entire life. You never went to level 2 or 3 or 4. You never elevated. You just stayed in the same position your whole entire life. That's not supposed to happen, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not, that's not what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to pass on your genetics with ease, bro. And it ain't getting easier to attract females with just looks as the years go by, bro. I'm taking my survival seriously, bro. I want to survive, bro. Come on, man. It's fucking light. It takes too goddamn long, man. You know? Yo, genetics gotta survive, man. You can't survive like that, bro. You see what I'm saying? So your survival is at stake here, man. I think a lot of guys don't take that shit seriously. Man, you better take that shit seriously. Life is short. You got a limited amount of time here, bro. You got a limited amount of time. Just remember that. Now, how you want to die? Alone, old, and broke? Or at least with some money in your pocket that you can pass on to your children? You know, how you gonna live? You feel me? That's why you always choose a long-term goal that's gonna lead you to riches. Pick a long-term goal and then stick with that shit. Look how long I've been chasing my jackpot. I've been chasing that shit for 5 years. Now, I won one within that 5 years, but clearly it wasn't enough because I'm still here. But I don't care what nobody say, bro. If I won before, I can win again. It's just my persistence. That's all I'm doing. I'm just keeping it all persistent. That's it. You know, yeah, time is running out here on Earth for all of us. What you think you're gonna be here for 1,000 years? You gonna live to be 1,000? Hell no. Ain't nobody living that long. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody living that long, bro. So you gotta be spending your entire life chasing his money, chasing his bag. Your survival's at stake, bro. What you gonna leave behind? Nothing? You gonna just disappear and poof without a trace? And then when you get older, you can't bend over no more. Yeah, in the nursery home. Nobody's gonna come and see you, bro. Sorry, it gets way lonelier when you get old versus when you in your 20s, 30s, and 40s, man. You know, it's just like it gets worse than this. You think you're lonely now? Wait till you get to be like 70, bro, by yourself. Man. That loneliness kicks in the door, man. It kicks in the door real quick. Now, your survival's at stake. You have to make a move, bro. You have to stay on your passion, man, year after year until you accomplish what you're trying to accomplish, bro. Once you get the bag, it'll be a lot easier to pass on your genetics, I'm telling you. Because you'll have the financial down, and then you can start having children once your finances are in order. But if you just stay broke and dusty your whole entire life, never moved an inch, never elevated, you know, you in danger. You know what I'm saying? You know, you in danger. Your fucking genetics is gonna get washed away into the middle of the sea, bro, and swallowed whole. The sea is gonna swallow your genetics up, and you ain't gonna leave nothing behind, bro. Remember, the objective here on Earth is to bring other people into the world, bro. You know, and raise them until they're 18, 19, 20. That's the key. And that reminds me, man, I'm gonna start eating a little bit healthier, man. I'm gonna have Denny's today. Yeah, I'm gonna have a steak meal, man, with some broccoli and some rice on the side and a few slices of toast. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm telling you, a lot of guys, they don't take their survival seriously, bro. I've been started taking my survival seriously. The moment I hit 40, when the pandemic started, bro, I've been started taking my survival seriously. That's why I'm on this jackpot chase, man. You know, I know I could win again. I know cats come around, they leave messages about, man, what you talking about the lottery, bro? You ain't gonna do nothing again. You ain't gonna hit nothing again. I'm like, okay. All right, you don't know how to play, that's why. So I don't even like bother to like entertain that thought of failing. You feel what I'm saying? I don't entertain that thought. The thought of failure or the thought of failing, bro. I don't entertain that thought. Because once you entertain that thought that you're gonna lose, man, you're gonna lose. If you got some ambition and some positive thoughts, you know, things will pan out for you. When I hit my first jackpot, bro, I wasn't negative. I saw some patterns and I went for it. Bam, 2 grand. You study some of the lotto winners over the years, man, how they kept on hitting because they kept playing, you know? They kept playing, bro. And they kept winning. 2 years there, 3 years there. 2 years ago, he hit. And then 3 years later, he hit again. Why? Because he kept playing, bro. You know, once you get a bag, you got to get another. And then another. And then another. Your survival's at stake, man. I ain't gonna just disappear like that. In 15 years, nigga, I'll be 60, bro. In 15 years, damn, time is short, bro. And then my kid will be 15 when I'm 60, bro. That's an old grandpa dad right there, bro. But I gotta have them. I gotta have kids, man. And hopefully I'll live to be past 60. And then I'll be 65 when my kid is 20. So by the time, you know, by the time I'm 65, my kid will be all grown and shit. And I'll be, you know, hopefully I got good doctors to keep me alive longer. I can live to be at least 75. And I can pass on to the next world, man. When they said life is short, they wasn't lying about that. Because I was just looking at my 4-year younger self and I was like, damn, time is passing by. Nigga, time is ticking, bro. This is real, bro. We heading toward that big sleep, man. We heading toward that big sleep. And we ain't coming back out. We ain't gonna never come out of that sleep. Once you sleep, you sleep. Ain't no coming back. Yeah, Tupac and Biggie being gone since the 90s, and they ain't never came back. So we know there's no coming back after death, man. You feel what I'm saying? So I know I gotta make some moves. I gotta start having children right away, right now. So I'm gonna press forward hard on these numbers, man. And once I hit, that's it. That's it. I'll end this channel. Say my final goodbyes. And I will end the channel immediately. I'll delete, shit, I can't even talk. I'll delete all my videos. And then you'll never hear from me again on YouTube. I'll probably go to another platform or something. Living in Africa or something. Start a new channel out there on a different platform. Like what's the name, man? What's it called? What's that new platform? It's not as popular as YouTube, but I think it's Rumble. Yeah, I might start a new channel on Rumble about how to win the lottery. Because, you know, once you hit one, they're gonna be like, oh, how'd you do that? We want to learn. You know, you start a lottery channel, or I might start just a channel over there in Africa with me and my big booty girlfriend, man. Man, the women that I deal with, they gotta have a big ass. I gotta have a nice big ass, man. and do it while you're still desirable too. I mean, you're 45, you know, you still getting checked for by younger females. I still got young females checking for me, bro. There's not a whole lot, but there's a few still checking. Because, you know, I got the body game. I work out. You feel what I'm saying? What I gotta say, man? It's all about your survival, man. Get that money, bro, so you can pass on your genetics with ease, bro. Pass on your genetics with ease. What's up with it, Berto? What's up with you? Alright. Doing good?
Yep.
About to go fly a sign.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
About to be over there by the spot?
yeah.
I'll see you there.
Okay.
I better hurry up before all my looks go to shit. Get this bag real quick. You know what I'm saying? But man, time went by so goddamn quick. We was in the pandemic for like 5 years. That seemed like only 5 months. You know, time is not on your side no more. You need a bailout, bro. That's what you need, man. That's why I'm playing the jackpot. If I hit a big jackpot, bro, that'll bail me out of everything, bro. It'll set me good, financially good. I can pay off all my debt. I can start having children. You feel what I'm saying? You know, and I can get the ball rolling, bro. You feel me? I can get the ball rolling. I think a lot of cats, they don't take their survival seriously, bro. You know, they don't take their survival seriously. They think it's all fun and games until they get too old. So you start prepping for those years ahead, man. You'll do a whole lot better. Get your mind off of right now. That's what you need to do. Get your mind off of right now, bro. Too many people, they stay living in the moment instead of living for the future, man. Because the future will come. Boy, I'm hungry, I'm starving. I almost stopped and got a pizza, but I was like, no. I already had the cheese bagel this morning. I'm still hungry though, because I've been working out like a fucking beast. Work out like, and the thing is, work out like your life depends on it. If you're 30, if you're over 30 and your money ain't right, you in danger, bro. You in danger of just disappearing or just becoming old and alone. You're gonna stay single for the rest of your life. You're never gonna find a woman. That's why self-improvement is a must, bro. You can't have lazy bones, man. You gotta think, man. I don't want to fly this sign right now, but I got to. You know what I'm saying? I gotta play my numbers today, and I gotta eat. It's about to be cooking today again. I'm gonna be out here cooking. But you know, my thing is working out and staying in shape is part of your survival. It attracts more women your way, which increases your chances of survival. You know, because it's all about passing on your genetics, bro. If you're fat and out of shape and broke, man, it's like your chances of survival is slim to none. You're not gonna be able to attract women your way. Your thing is to attract women. Your main thing is to keep them around, attract them, get a six-pack, work out like a beast. Cause this is all about your survival, man. Work out like you never did before. Burn all them goddamn calories off, man. You feel what I'm saying? So that way you can attract. I think I've been up and down in weight. Me, never again. Oh, you'll never see me chunk up ever again, bro. You'll never see me put on weight. Even if I got the jackpot, I'll still continue to work out because my life is in my life is in danger. Shit, I might as well say it. Your life is in danger, bro. Your genetics is in danger. You in danger, bro. If you ain't got kids by the time you're 30 years old as a man, and you ain't got your money right, past 30, and you ain't got no children, you in danger of disappearing, bro. You in danger. Just poof, he had no children, nothing to leave behind. When you leave this earth, you want to leave something behind, bro. When they bury you 6 feet deep, you want to leave, you want to leave something behind. Tupac just disappeared, man. He didn't have no children. You're like, what is left of Tupac? Nothing. He was so busy and so in love with the limelight and music and stuff, he didn't have no children. Yeah, he was early though. He was 25 when he died. But he just disappeared, bro. His legacy ended with him. That's all I gotta say. And Biggie did too. No, I think Biggie had a kid or something. Oh, no, he didn't. I don't think he did. But both of them niggas disappeared, bro. They didn't get to have no children, but they didn't leave nothing behind. So how you gonna survive, bro? If 1 year is going by after the next and you ain't got no money, you ain't got the bag in your hands, how your genetics is gonna survive, man? Because I see celebrities passing on their fucking genetics with ease. All these celebrities, including P. Diddy, he already secured his legacy already, bro. With ease too. Cause these motherfuckers are rich, man. He can pop out babies out like it's nothing, bro. Because the baby got a secure, bright future because who the parents is, man. You know what I'm saying? Who their daddy was. You know what I'm saying? You never stop learning. You never stop growing. Once you think you know it all, bro, it's over for you, bro. You think you know it all? Hell no, bro. You won't grow like that. You gotta be humble in this game. Continue to be a student, and you'll learn more. You feel what I'm saying? And to get this bag, you gotta pursue something. I think a lot of you guys either have to pursue school or Hollywood or the music industry. Or if you think you hella funny, pursue being a comedian, bro, and then pursue acting. Because your life is on the line, bro. Your genetics is on the line. You in danger. You know what I'm saying? Take this shit seriously, bro. You think I'm taking my jackpot seriously? Hell yeah. My survival depends on that, man. I'm paying attention to cold numbers, hot numbers all day long, bro. You feel me? With it, Jamie in the house. Your survival's at stake here, man. Act like it, bro. Get on that fucking bag hunt. Whatever you doing, bro, make sure it leads to the road of riches, bro. Motherfuckers don't try, man. Like that nigga that walk around in the parking lot all night long. He's finished. He won't duplicate himself. He's done deal. At an early age, too. He's down and out, man. And he's done at an early age. His life is over. His life is over at an early age. I might take that money and go overseas, man, and start having children. I think if I stay here, I don't know. I probably want to live the American dream. I always wanted to drive certain cars and stuff and own them, you know. So I'll probably come back and do that once I get done traveling, you know. Because once I get the bag, best believe I'm gonna travel. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be everywhere. But I'm gonna come back to the U.S. because I feel like, damn, I wanna own a Lambo. I wanna, you know what I'm saying, own stuff. I wanna leave something behind. I'm starting a family right away, man. I might start a family overseas and bring them back to America, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Where are you walking to?
I'm trying.
Water?
Oh no. It's okay. Thank you. I'm just about to fly outside real quick. So I gotta go. You guys have a good day. Peace out. Take care and bless. I'm out.